Super Bowl, and we got to talk about the Super Bowl trailers. So let's
Mhm.
get started down the list. I want to start with Fast X, and I got one statement. If you say that this trailer went cold, you're lying. You lying.
It
If
was.
you say this trailer wasn't cold, you lying.
It gives
This
me
was the.
remnants of the older movies.
It gave
Of the
me
older Fast
goosebumps.
and
The
Furious, yeah.
music and all of bro.
It was really cool seeing the Power Rangers come back from space. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was really cool seeing them back on Earth. It was dope.
That was your
Playing with
joke.
them catching that
This man said the
I'm-
Power Rangers.
Because in the last movie they went to space.
Yeah.
But like I'll say this. I hope they don't do like all of it is unrealistic. Let's just put that out there. Like watching Fast and the Furious at this point is watching a live action anime. Cause like ain't no way we just saw Dom take down 2 helicopters with
driving
a
off with
Dodge
some
Challenger.
nitrous
With the power
because he
of
drove off a
family.
bridge with some
With
nitrous.
the power of family. But like watching at this point I have accepted that Fast and Furious is going to be as outrageous as possible. So once I accepted that, everything else looked great.
It
You
looked pretty
got
cool.
Jason Momoa. They brought John Cena back. They basically are bringing everybody back. So this is part 1 of a 2-part finale.
Old dude who we thought died in the previous movie back.
Hans
the
back.
Guy. Yeah, Hans back.
They bringing back Shaw. They bringing back Charlize Theron's character.
I like Shaw.
Now, did they say this was going to be the final Fast movie?
This is part 1 of a 2-part finale.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like Fast X Part 2 coming up in like a couple of years or something.
Yeah, or they call it they gonna call it something. They gonna call it something dramatic. They gonna call it something dramatic.
Fast X1, the last ride. That kind of cold.
But like watching it, I was like, yeah, this is. I hope it's better than 9 because 9 was awful. Fast 9 was awful.
In my opinion, the spinoff that had Shaw and was it The Rock was better than Fast 9, and that was actually all right.
Well, The Rock not coming back, so ain't no more Hobbs. Yeah. Ain't no more. Like Vin Diesel really wanted The Rock to come back, and I see why. Like they bringing everybody back. They bringing out all the stops, so I can see why they want Hobbs. And the fact that it ties directly back to Fast 5, which The Rock made his debut in, I can see why you wanted him in the movie. But hey, it is what it is. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be outrageous. We gonna see some stuff and be like, "How did he not die?" But
now, the good thing that I've noticed from the movie, at least from the trailer, is they're going back to their roots of racing. So it seems like they're trying to find that balance between action and racing now. Again,
they're gonna have that one race scene, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, it's gonna be one race. That was.
It's gonna be one race. It's gonna
it's gonna be one race, I just want it longer than what they've been showing us previously.
Ralph,
I don't want no minute
lower
race.
your expectations.
I was just about to say they're gonna do that one race, and it's gonna start off like a regular show episode. The race is the beginning of the regular show episode, and then they're gonna do something outrageous, and it's gonna end up like the middle of a regular show episode. Like they didn't show up on time for work, so they went and changed everybody's clocks for daylight savings time and caused the apocalypse. That's exactly how this is about to go.
Wasn't that how Fast 9 started, or was that 8 where they started with like one big race and it was like, oh, after that, yeah, we're back into the movie. We're superheroes again. There was like racing on the beach, and it was he beat the dude, and the dude got more honorable at the end or whatever.
I know which one. I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. That's either
because his engine caught on fire or something.
I think that's 8. I think that's 8. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I think that's just that race scene that we saw with him, Jason Momoa, and the 2 other people. It's going to start out as a normal race, and then they're going to do something outrageous. At this point, everything that Fast and the Furious franchise has done after Fast 5 has been outrageous. I'm going to give them 5. Because I like 5.
5 was good. I enjoyed 5.
5 was good, but then everything after that, like them working for this secret military, and they start dropping cars out of helicopters and stuff like that. I was like, this is great. Fast 9 took the T for me. Y'all went where? Y'all went to space in a car. Y'all trusted Bow Wow to send y'all to space.
Don't say it like that.
That's the only way you can say it. That's the only way you can say it.
Because when you say it like that, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that.
But they did. But that's what they did.
What's funny is Fast 9 was the 4th highest rated movie out of their franchise for the audience.
9?
Yes, 9.
Well, he said 4th. He said 4th highest rated.
Okay, what number is it then?
So it's really number 4, except it's technically 3rd when you actually look at the list. So number 1 that the audience liked was Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Number 2, which is tied for second, was the Fast and Furious 6 and Fast 5. And then it was Fast 9 Saga, and then Furious 7, and then the other movie just came after.
So they put Tokyo Drift after 9.
So
Tokyo Drift got a 69.
I think Tokyo Drift was weird because Tokyo Drift introduced like a completely new set of characters. So it's kind of like so you have Fast and the Furious, and you look at it as Paul Walker, may he rest in peace, being the main character, and then you go Too Fast, Too Furious that completely just took out Dom and Letty and them and introduced Tyrese and Ludacris, but it was still Paul Walker. So then it's like, okay, we're following Paul Walker in the Fast and Furious franchise, and then you get to Tokyo Drift, and Paul Walker's not there at all. Vin Diesel's not there. Tyrese isn't there. Ludacris is there, and we're in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
See, but I enjoy Tokyo Drift and Hobbs and Shaw. Like, I'm not mad at Hobbs and Shaw, but
the difference between Hobbs and Shaw and Tokyo Drift was that you met both Hobbs and Shaw before they made that spinoff.
Right.
Fair.
We didn't know none of these folks in Tokyo Drift.
So which one was the one when they was in Dubai and they drove like that Ferrari through like the tall
that's 7
high rise?
That was 7.
That's 7.
I enjoy 7.
7, I think 7 got the highest rating is because that's the one that they had to finish with like all of the CGI stuff because Paul Walker passed in the middle of them filming it. So
okay.
I don't know. I just hope that these last 2 movies like are really good. I just hope it doesn't feel like Fast 9. Fast 9 is at the bottom of my list out of all of them. Fast 9 is at the bottom.
It's just so crazy how impactful this series is, though. Like think about it. We had 10 Fast and Furious movies. Well, really,
because they just kept getting more outrageous. Because now it's at the point of like, y'all just went to space. How are y'all gonna top going to space? Oh, let's show Dom taking down 2 helicopters with a Dodge Challenger. Oh, okay.
They finna be like Transformers with the beast. They finna go back in time or something. Dom's finna be the T-Rex.
I hope they don't. Time travel would be like the epitome of like how outrageous can you make the Fast and the Furious franchise? Because how did y'all get to the point where y'all needed to time travel to do anything?
They're gonna collaborate with the MCU.
Nah,
don't have heroes.
Look,
that would be outrageous.
Just end it with family. Just end it with family. My dad's theory is that Vin Diesel is going to die at the end of this franchise, and that's how it's gonna end.
I can
see that.
That's his theory. At the end of the Fast and the Furious franchise, Dom is going to be dead, but he did it for his family.
And then they all toast to a Corona, be like, to family, we're going to
They have their last barbecue and family, and then it goes off, and then that's the end.
Hopefully they upgrade to Modelo's. Coronas are nasty.
They can't change. They can't change. That's been a staple since the first movie. It's a staple.
Coronas are nasty.
Corona is betting all of their sales on this movie. They can't change. They can't change it. They can't change
lose relevancy.
They can't
Coronas
change.
are to Fast and Furious as Camaros are to Transformers.
Exactly. Exactly. They can't change. You can't turn Bumblebee into something else. At this point, he has to be a Camaro.
You gotta be.
What's up, y'all? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get more updates from the mob. For the full discussion and more discussions like this one, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
Rock with it, let me pop my shit. Let me pop my shit. Hands up.